Thank you, Howard. Okay, the man behind the scenes, the Zoom master, for that introduction and also the disclaimer. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and non-Toastmasters alike on this beautiful Friday evening. Where are you going? Nowhere, you're right here. Okay, my name is Hasrul, Andry, your host and moderator for this evening. And tonight, our topic for discussion is 5 winning tips to influence better. Of course, I'm not alone. I've got 2 panelists to be joining me. One is a sales and marketing manager in a technology company, being involved in business process improvements, corporate training, and the tourism industry. The other one is a renowned speaker and editor in the real estate and property line. Please welcome your panelists for this evening. Welcome Winnie Leong and Charles Tan. Say hello to everyone. Hi. So let's see how many participants we've got here at the moment. We've got almost 70. Yeah, just now when we started, we had about 50 plus. Now it's about 71 and increasing. Okay. Thank you everybody for joining in and becoming one of the participants for tonight's discussion. Thank you. Some of you may be here from Malaysia and maybe from other parts of the world. Tonight's discussion is part of the Skill Up communication series brought to you by Toastmasters International District 51, located between the central up to the northern part of Peninsular Malaysia. We've had sessions in acing your interview, effective communications, and last week we had working from home. Next week we have another session coming soon. We'll come back to that later. Anyway, in communications, you can talk from many different types of objectives. The most basic one is to inform, to tell you, just like just now, Howard did, to tell you about the disclaimer, to educate, to entertain, to motivate, to inspire, and not forgetting one objective that we are focusing tonight is to influence. To influence is to lead. Let us put aside this overused influencer term for KOL, key opinion leaders, that have been overused in social media, which is mostly selling their product or even selling an idea and services. Let us look from the communication and leadership perspective before social media took up our lives. Face-to-face influencing. Look into my eyes. So, yeah, you can see that white there. Okay, sometimes it does get a bit spooky. It's just that my glasses have a green tint and I have a green screen behind. So suddenly you see my eyes going blank. Okay, it's Friday night, so I normally don't go out at this time. All right, so let's see where we can improve tonight on influencing from a personal perspective, from a business perspective, from a professional perspective, and we'll discuss, and I will be asking some questions to Winnie and also Charles. Okay, world-renowned speaker, you might have heard of John Maxwell, mentioned in his book, How to Become an Influencer. Influencer, an acronym: I, integrity; N, nurture; F, faith; listen, understand, enlarge, navigate, connect, empower, and reproduce. Most of these themes have a common relationship. They are all related to the emotions. Of course, influencing is the art of getting others to see your point of view. And some people may be more analytical, might need some scientific proof. But generally, people could be swayed by their emotions portrayed through words and actions. So, all of you are connected right here with us. You're connected through your mobile phones, your laptops, your devices to access tonight's Zoom discussion. Now, let's try and connect emotionally. Throwing out the first question to the panelists, either Winnie or Charles, okay? Can you tell us an instance, for example, where you were persuaded or influenced into making a decision based on emotions, even though before that somebody or something influenced you, you didn't even think about it? Let's ladies first, Winnie.
Thank you, Hasrul. Thank you so much for introducing me. Yeah, I was influenced by a simple advice by my godmom with her message. She told me, choose the imperfect. Okay. I used to go morning market with my godmom when I was a little child. Every time she likes to buy angku kueh. Angku kueh is one type of the Malaysian local dessert. We started with green beans. She would tell the seller, Auntie, give me the ugly kueh. In my mind, I was puzzled and asked, Mommy, why not you get a nicer shaped angku? Why didn't you get the ugly one? Guess what she replied? We are buying for our own consumption. Food is just to fill up our stomach. Look doesn't matter. Those imperfect kueh are unlikely to be sold by the auntie. And it's okay to buy the less perfect and keep the perfect shape for those who need it. Auntie is just a small entrepreneur. We can help them by lighten their burden. And ever since then, when I buy kueh, I will choose the imperfect. Simply because I was influenced by my godmom, by her noble action without I realize it. And I believe if the reason is wise, it is easy to influence someone. Back to you, Hasrul.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, interesting story about food. Okay, now we go to Charles. How about you?
Yes, everyone can hear me well, eh? Actually, many years ago, I was happily working in a very good company as a middle-level manager, earning a comfortable income every month. In fact, I told my wife I was willing to retire in that particular company. Then, someone I knew said, Charles, my GM wanted to have a cup of coffee with you. I had zero intention to change my job because I was extremely comfortable with my position at that time. Anyway, the GM spoke to me over 2 cups of coffee, 1.5 hours, and managed to influence me to resign and join another company as the head of the northern branch. I still remember how he influenced me, even though I have never thought of joining a new company. He said, Charles, you are 34 this year. You can choose 2 things. One, you continue working for another 6 years in this company, and you actually don't have much choices to leave the company. Or second, you join as a northern head. In 5 years, you could become part of the country management of this multinational. It's your decision. Influencing someone is always down to emotional needs of the person. If this influence came today, I may not consider. But because I was 34 then, I was influenced to join the organization. And of course, it was an extremely good decision. So this was how I was influenced by someone using the right emotional pull. Back to you, Hasrul.
Okay, thank you, Charles. Well, looks like we have something common here. We talk about emotions. Being from Penang, everybody talks about food. Of course, I'm very scared whenever my boss says, come, let's go have teh tarik at the mamak stall. That means he's going to lecture me because normally When he asks me to come into his office, it's good news. When he has to scold me, he goes to the mama stall. Okay, members of the audience, you might have seen an ad or maybe saw some food prepared, heard some people eating and giving their opinions about how good some food is. And then suddenly you feel, oh, let's Google it. Let's go find and see whether it delivers to you. I know it's dinner time for some of you. Okay, yummy, juicy, hot, and spicy. 113 participants we've got tonight. Amazing crowd. Thank you for being with us. I know we might not be able to see you. I know you might be having a dinner, but do enjoy what we will be having for you for this 1 hour. Okay, moving on. Toastmasters. Toastmasters tagline is where leaders are made. The ability to communicate well is also the ability to influence. Now that is leadership.